Hi everyone! In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you everything you need to know about your blog. You'll learn the connection between Showit and WordPress and how to create your very first blog post. If you don't already know, WordPress is the ultimate blogging platform. Showit works together with WordPress to allow creative freedom that you experience with the rest of your Showit website. Unlike the rest of your Showit pages though, with your blog, you design it in Showit and then you write your blog posts in WordPress. It's good to note though that if you already have a blog within WordPress, Showit can easily migrate that for you. Now to get started, you'll need to link your current domain or request a new one by clicking on Site Settings on the top left. Then next to Custom Domain, you'll click on Edit. What will happen is this box will appear with a couple of questions. So you'll be asked if you own a domain name, simply click yes if you do and type in your domain name. If not, then just click no. Then you'll check the boxes for the settings that apply to your setup. And then finally, you'll click on I want Showit to set up or migrate my blog. Then click done and you'll go back to this landing page. And then you'll click on your name on the bottom left and then click View User Profile. This box will appear and instead of saying manage, it will say set up your Showit blog. So what that will look like is this little bit here. And then what will happen is you'll be asked to set up a new blog or simply migrate your current one. You will then fill out a form and the Showit team will either set up a new blog or migrate your existing one. This will take around 2 to 4 business days and then you'll receive an email when it's ready. Once sorted, then that's when you can modify your blog page and you can access your WordPress. Now we can get started on modifying our blog landing page. So as you can see, this is our blog landing page on mobile and desktop. So we've got our images, our title, an explanation, our search bar, the categories, which I'll explain further just a little bit later, and our blog posts. So now we're going to log into our WordPress backend. To do that, all you need to type in is your domain and then followed by wp-admin, and then you need to use your same details to log in to WordPress as you use for Showit. So mine's logged in automatically, but you'll need to use those same details. Once you're in, head to posts, and then everything here is what you'll be using to create a new blog post and publish it. So we've got a couple of test posts here. You can edit one that you've already created or you can add new. So I'm just going to click on edit here. Then as you can see, we've got the title. This part is what will appear in blog title post. So there's a little black box here that is appearing. What that is a WordPress placeholder. So under text properties, you'll see that there's a placeholder and we've popped that under post title. So that's pulled out from this post title here. And then you've got your content, which will appear here. Only a section because it's the post excerpt. So it's normally just one paragraph that's taken from the content. And then you've got the feature image. So by clicking on that, you can change an image or upload a new one. So if you head up to upload files, that's where you can drop some images in. And then once you've chosen your image, you set that as a feature image. And then it will appear as this image next to the blog title post. The date is normally what the date is when you publish it, so that will automatically appear. So again, it's a WordPress placeholder, and you can also, under text properties, change the date format. So you can change it to whatever one you prefer. And then what we normally do is link the read more button and the photo to the WordPress post. Normally, people either press on read more or they click on the photo. So you want to make sure that you're linking both of them. How to do that is click on the button, head to click actions and link it to the WordPress post. Same with the photo, WordPress post under link. Now on your Showit template, you will only be able to see one blog post, just like this here. This is because they are all located in different views. Now, each view is a post featured on your blog landing page, and this is created so that Showit and WordPress can speak to each other and connect each blog post. So as you can see on the left-hand side, we have 3 views. You might have 6 or even 9. Then if you click on a view and then refer to the right-hand side canvas, the canvas tab here, you can see that we've clicked on combine views as posts. And then next to WordPress, you've got in post loop. So just make sure that says in post loop. And then what happens now is that when you start posting blog posts, each view is now looped together and continuously creating a flowing design. So if I click on publish, what will happen is that each post will now be looped, and I'll show you exactly how that looks like. And you'll only be able to see this, like I mentioned earlier, once you publish. So as you can see, every single view that we've got there is now looped, just like that. Okay, a good thing to note about your canvas size is to always make sure that the canvas is on grow with content. So the reason why you want it to grow is because once you start posting, your canvas will need to get bigger with the amount of posts that are on the page. So simply click on the background and then refer to the canvas type and click on grow with content. Anything that you do on the desktop, you also want to make sure you're doing that on the mobile. So just click on the tab and make sure that says grow with content. Okay, so let's now get started on the single post page. So this is where you design your post in full. And before we get started on that, just head back to WordPress and in settings, click on permalinks. You just want to make sure that you've clicked post name. This just ensures that the URL of the post includes the title of the post right here. So you just want to click on that so it looks a lot cleaner and it doesn't involve the dates or too many words in the URL, so it keeps it clean. And then we'll head back to posts. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, this is the area where you'll start a new blog post or edit your previous ones. So you can either click on add new or edit. And then here is where you'll write up your blog post. So up the top here, we've got the title. That will show in this text box in Showit. That says post title. So again, this black box here is how Showit speaks to WordPress. It is a placeholder and it's for the post title. And then just below that, you've got the category, which is located in WordPress on the right-hand side. So I've already created a couple of categories. If you need to add a new one, click on add new category, type it in, and then click add new category. So this is a good way to organize your blog posts. And I'll explain further how you can have a category section in your blog landing page. So simply just click on a category and that will appear in this text box here. The next bit is your WordPress feature image. So if you click on the image, you want to make sure that this checkbox has been ticked, which says WordPress feature image. This has been pulled from in WordPress from this area called feature image. So if you click on that, all your images that you've uploaded will appear here. If you need to upload more, click on upload files. You can drag in any new images and that will then become your feature image. So like I explained earlier, that becomes your image on your landing page, which is this part here. And then it is also the main image that will appear in your single blog post. Okay. And then you've got the date located on the left. So that's also a placeholder. And that is pulled from when you publish it. So it automatically becomes the date that you publish. And then the post content. So that is the main content that you'll find here. So that is where you'll type your blog post. So a good thing to note is that you want to not only type with your, like in your paragraph settings, but you also want to use your headings. So what happens is these headings have been pulled from your Showit headings that you've created in your design settings. So if I go back to Showit and click on the post content and click on the style, you'll see that we've got a title, heading, subheading, and paragraph. And then where that's located in WordPress is heading 1, 2, and 3 in this box here. So you've got the title, you've got heading 1, heading 2, and then you've got paragraph. Title, heading, subheading, and then your paragraph. So you really want to make sure that you're using them just so your content is separated and that it's organized well as well. So yeah, so make sure you're using that. You can also add in media by clicking on add media, and then that's where you'll find your images once again. You can also upload videos as well. So if we want to pop in an image, I'll click on, say, this one here. And then you just want to click on enter to bring that down. And you want to probably make it a little bit bigger than what it looks like here, because it's probably a bit too small. So simply just pull those squares on the bottom and drag. And then it will look a bit blurry, but when you press publish, if you've got a high quality image, it will be high quality. And then you can also, if you hover over the image, you can use these alignment tools. I probably would make it in center, align center. So it just fits nicely in the middle. And then you can also, if you click on add media again, you can also create a gallery. So if you've got multiple photos that you don't want to drag in one by one, then simply create a gallery and click on the ones that you would like, or you can just add in one single image. So yeah, that is where you add in all your media. You've also got some design settings at the top here. So this is where you can align your text. You can create bold text, italic, you can pop in a bulleted list, and you can insert links and all of that. So that's good to use as well to also separate your content and make it more organized. Another thing that you can do as well in this area is once you have popped in all of your content and you believe that it's ready, but you don't want to publish it just yet because you want to see how it looks, you can click on preview. And what that does is show your blog post in the design of Showit, and you can see exactly how it looks. So see how the photo is not blurry at all. It's very crisp and high quality. All your content's there, your titles have been used, and your feature image is there. So that's really good to know. So if you believe that you're ready to publish and you've checked all of your content, spelling, and all of that, and you've added in your media as well. So there's two ways to publish. You can either just click on publish on the right hand side and that will post straight away, or you can actually schedule that in. If you click on edit, you can adjust the time and date for when that will post. So right now we just want to click on publish because we want that to appear straight away. And then the blog post should automatically appear on your website. In some cases, if it's not appearing straight away, I recommend going back to Showit and clicking on publish through there as well. And then once that's ready, we can view our recent blog post. We'll go to journal. And there it is, our most recent blog post, test blog post 9. So if we click on that to view it, you can see that all the content is there, nicely placed. You've got all of your heading styles being used, the content, you've got the image in the center, and then in this area here, you can see that we've got a leave a comment section and a view existing comment section. So once you click on the drop down, the comment form will appear like that. And once there's comments on your blog post, you'll see them in this area here. Okay, so if we go back to Showit and scroll down, this is the area where we just saw the leave a comment section and view existing comments. So as you can see, there's two canvases that were the drop down areas when you click on publish. And the reason that you can see them now but you can't see them when you publish is because these canvases are hidden. So if you click on the canvas and refer to the right hand side, you'll see that the checkbox hidden to start has been clicked for this one and for the existing comments. And then how that works is if you click on this little arrow and then go to click actions, we've made the link view to view 2. So we've got one view, which is the arrow going down. View 2 is the arrow going up. And then if you go back to view 1 and click on the arrow, not only is it linked to view 2, but the action is to show canvas comment form. So I'll just go through that again. When this button has been clicked, this canvas has an action to appear, and this arrow will also become the upwards arrow. So that's done on this one as well. So the arrow has 2 views. Once it's been clicked, it becomes this view, which is the upwards arrow, and it also has the action for this canvas to appear. And then the upwards arrows also have an action to hide the canvas that you're on. So that's how this works, because when you click on the arrow going down, that appears, and the arrow going up closes it. And then once you have comments, that will appear, and then that will then close it. So that's how those views work, if you were wondering. The main reason why you can't actually see the comment form section is because it is a placeholder. So that is the WordPress placeholder that you'll see when you publish it. So you won't be able to see it in the Showit backend, but once published, that's when you'll see it, because it's part of WordPress and not part of Showit. Okay, so the next thing I'll talk about is the sidebar that we've got here. So I'll just explain how we've created this. Everything that you see on screen will show once you click on publish, minus the date, because that is a WordPress placeholder. So what we've done is created a new canvas. So we've named it Sidebar on the left here. And then we've made that canvas. So if we click on Sidebar and then head to, sorry, I'm actually clicked on the date at the moment. So I'll just click on Sidebar once again. So we're not clicked on any element, we're just clicked on the canvas. You'll see that the canvas initial height is 1. So the reason we make it 1 is so it doesn't interfere with the other canvases, and it simply sits behind in the background like that. Because if you hover over the canvases, they are stacked on top of each other like that. So when you make it size 1, it doesn't become like a thick canvas like these ones. It just becomes basically 1 in the background. And then what we've done is we've created a background box with the rectangle tool. So that is located in this frame. Click on rectangle and you just create a box. So if you click on that, you'll see that a line appears up the top because you've only got 1 pixel of the background. So just drag that down, and then that's when you can pull it out. So that's why, so that's how you pull it out of, that very top area up there. Click on delete. And then what we've placed in the sidebar is the date. We've got the author. We've just written that manually. We've placed in an image using our media library. And then we've written an explanation of the author there, Lilu. And then we've also used social links. So you can have these icons. You can just pull them from the icon button there. And then again, it will pop up at the top. You can just drag that down and you can easily add in and choose your social icon and change the colors in the settings and all of that. And then once you put in your icons, just make sure you're linking them to your social pages. So click actions, link, and then click on social and link that to the appropriate social link. And then we've also got the back to blog posts. So this is good to have as your user will want to go back to the blog posts rather than clicking on journal, then scrolling back down and all of that. You can just have one button that simply goes back to it, nice and easy. So we've made the arrow a click action. You can see that it's linked to the page and it's linked to the journal. So once all of your content has been created, you'll need to horizontal lock that onto the left-hand side. So how we've done that is if you click on an element one by one and then click on size and position on the right-hand side, you'll see that the horizontal lock-in has been set to the left-hand side. So you'll need to do that one by one to every single element that's located in your sidebar. And then once that's done, if you refer to the live preview, you can see that it's been pushed towards the left-hand side of the canvas. And then if you notice, once I scroll, the canvas actually stays sticky on the left-hand side. It doesn't scroll with the page, it just stays towards the left and stays sticky. So how we've done that is if we go back to Showit and click on the canvas, the sidebar canvas, and then refer to the right hand side. Next to the word sticky, we've made it top on scroll. So what that does is just allow it to stay sticky on one certain area, and then when you scroll, it doesn't move. Another thing I'll mention as well with the mobile, we haven't created a sidebar for the mobile purely because there's not much space at all. So we've just created a separate canvas for that, just a regular one, and then added in all of the content just like you would with any other canvas. And so what you want to do once you've created the separate canvas for the mobile, if you've created two separate ones, one for desktop and one for mobile, then just make sure that you're making it visible just on one or the other. So the one for the mobile, you can just view it on mobile, whereas the one for the desktop, that's called Sidebar, has been clicked visible on desktop only. Okay, so you only want to make sure you're viewing one or you'll double up, and you don't want that. Okay, so that's how to create a sidebar. If you need more info on that one, we have recently created a blog post explaining how to do it. So just visit our most recent blog post and you'll find all the information there. Okay, so let's move on to the categories on our blog landing page. So you don't have to have these categories, it just makes it easier for navigation purposes if you have a range of posts. So as you can see on our mobile and our desktop version, we've got this little section here with our categories. The first thing you want to do is link these categories to a specific URL. Then head to Click Actions and you want to link it to a URL. And then in that URL, type in your domain name, followed by /category / the title of the category. So in this instance, it's business. If you're unsure of exactly the word that you used for your category, you can find it in WordPress. So head to WordPress, go to the categories section, and then here you'll find all of the categories that you've made. If you haven't made any as of yet, you can easily just type in a new category name here. The slug will appear automatically, and then you just add that in. And then when you've got all of your categories located here, refer to the slug and use the exact same wording that's here. So we're creating the URL for branding. So we want to use branding, the exact same word that is stated underneath slug. So we'll go back to Showit. Oh no, sorry, we're using business. So go back. So it's just business, that's the word. So we'll use our domain by lilu.com/category/business. Then you're wanting to do that for every single title here. So for website, it's our domain name /category/website. For marketing, it's domain /category/marketing, and then for branding, it's the exact same domain /category/branding. So once you've done that for each of the categories, you can go ahead and click publish. And then you can view each of your categories and how they work in the publish format. So as you can see, we've got all of our blog posts located in the blog landing page. And because we've placed categories for each blog post, if you click on one of them, So say marketing, we've got a blog post that's related to marketing. And then for our website, we've got a couple of blog posts. No, we just got one for the website. And then for branding, we've got a couple there. So that's how the categories work. As you can see, if I click on, say, business, you can see that we've got a heading that appears. So I'll explain now how to create that for each of the categories. So if I head back to the blog landing page, so what you want to do now is duplicate the landing page by clicking on these three dots and then clicking on duplicate. And then you want to change that to one of the categories. So as you can see, I've already made business, website, and marketing, but I'm yet to make branding. So we'll change the page name to branding. And then while you're clicked on the page, head up to the template info on the right-hand side. Then you want to make sure that the page name is branding, the page slug will be the same word, and then next to WordPress template, click on custom. And then for the custom template name, you want to change that to category dash the name of the category. So in this case, branding. So it will look like category dash branding. So if I go to the other ones, you'll see that they change to the category name. So category business, our website will be category website, and our marketing one will be category dash marketing. So if I go back to the branding one, now you want to create the title that appears when you click on one of the categories. So as you can see, the title website appears there. How to create that is if you click on page and add a blank canvas, then rename that blank canvas title, and then drag that title canvas just under hero. So that will appear here. You probably want to make that a lot smaller than what it is. Oh, my bad, that was the wrong canvas. Just undo that. Scroll up and you'll head to the title. Okay, so you want to make that a little bit smaller just so it sits probably around there, but you can adjust it later. And then I'm going to make the background the same color as the post background for both mobile and desktop. And then once you've created that canvas, you can go ahead and place in some text and then type in the category name. So I've made it branding. I'm going to center that in the middle, and I'm going to center the text and make that align center. And so I don't want too much space on the bottom, so I'm going to bring that canvas up a little bit higher, and the same with this one. And I just want to make that center and the alignment center as well. That is an element that you can create to distinguish what category you're on. Another element that you can change is the images. So the images, by clicking on that, you can just refer to the right-hand side, click on the image and simply change the image that you would like. So you could just choose an image that reflects the category that you're currently on. So you can do that for all of them, just so that not only a title appears, but the image changes when you click on a category. So once that's done, you can go ahead and click on publish. And then once that is ready, you can see the posts that have certain categories. They will now be sorted under each category title, allowing your audience to easily locate them. So if I click on by Lulu and head to journal, you'll see that all the posts are there, and then we'll click on the category title branding because we just created that one. And you'll see that the title has appeared and that the blog posts that relate to branding are there as well. So the last thing I would like to mention is a 404 page. So if we head down to this one that I've created earlier and show you how it looks. So you'll need to create this page for when a user lands on either a dud link or if they manually type in a URL that doesn't exist within your blog. So this is what ours looks like, and how I've created it is by duplicating the blog landing page by clicking on these three dots and then by clicking on duplicate. So what will happen is you'll just create a duplicate of the blog landing page, then you want to click on the page and change the name to 404. And then head to the template info and just make sure that the page name says 404, and then next to the WordPress template you want to change that to a 404 template. So that's the way that WordPress can recognize that that page is the 404. As you can see, I've removed the blog posts and the categories that were on the journal blog landing page and just left the header, the hero, so you can see on mobile as well, and the footer. So I've kept all of that there. I've also changed the text to say, oops, we can't seem to find that page that you're looking for. And then I've left the search bar because the user will need to redirect themselves to an area that they were previously trying to find. Yeah, and so that pretty much covers the 404 page. I believe I've covered everything you need to know now about the blog. However, if you do need further guidance, you can head to the Showit Help Center. So if you just type in Showit Help Center into Google, and then it's the very first link. They have a range of articles and videos that you can have a look at for guidance as well. And then if you want more info about us, you can head to our website bylilu.com. And then you can find info about us there, and you can also head to our Instagram to keep up to date as well. So our Instagram is located at the bottom of our website, and you can follow us through there. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.